sorry. Cutscene. You can skip them. Alrighty, so first order of business, the weather is cool, health is good, pace is steady, and rations are filling. Let's have a look at the map. So we are down in Independence, and we need to work our way all the way over to Oregon City. Forts, mountains, rivers, okay. Okay, let's change the pace. Right now, change pace, currently steady. The pace at which you travel can change. Your choices are a steady pace, a strenuous pace, or a grueling pace. Press 4 to figure out which of the different paces, what the different paces mean. Steady, you travel about 8 hours a day, frequently taking rests. You do not care if you take care to not get too tired. Strenuous, you travel about 12 hours a day, starting just after sunrise, stopping shortly before sunset. You stop only to rest when necessary. You finish each day feeling very tired. Grueling, you travel about 16 hours a day, starting before sunrise and continuing after dark. You almost never stop to rest. You do not get enough sleep at night. You finish each day feeling absolutely exhausted and your health suffers. Okay, so grueling, since this isn't a speed run, we're going to do strenuous. We're going to set it to strenuous. Now let's look at food rations. Change current food rations, currently filling. The amount of food the people in your party eat each day can change. The amounts are 1. Filling, meals are large and generous. 2. Meager, meals are small but adequate. And 3. Bare bones, meals are very, very small. Everyone stays hungry. What is your choice? Well, we're starting out. I kind of want to preserve my supplies. We're going to shoot with 2. We're going to use the golden, not the golden mean, the fallacy of averages to fight through this. Stop to rest, attempt to trade, talk to people. Well, let's talk to somebody. Traveler, Miles Hendricks, tells you, did you read the Missouri Republican today? Says some folks started for Oregon without carrying spare parts, not even an extra wagon axe. Must think they grow on trees. Hope they're lucky enough to find an abandoned wagon. Well, that's a good tip. Let's see here. Let's hit the trail. Enough dilly-dallying. From Independence, it is 102 miles to the Kansas River crossing. It is April 1st, 1848, and the weather is cool and the health is good. And here we go. We're going to hit our first river in just a second, and this is the entire game. It's a graphical marvel. You are now at the Kansas River crossing. Would you like to look around? Yes. I figure let the song play. It's the only sound the game has. Alrighty, weather is cool, health is good, pace is strenuous, rations are meager. And it's April 5th at the Kansas River crossing. So let's just look at the map where that puts us. Okay, you can barely see it, but the line is there. We really haven't gotten that far. Spacebar to continue. Okay, let's see what a trade does. No one wants to trade with you today, but that's the equipment I have. Alrighty, let's continue. Kansas River crossing, April 6, 1848. You must cross the river in order to continue. The river at this point is currently 632 feet across and 5.3 feet deep in the middle. Okay. The weather is hot. Nothing different there. You may attempt to ford the river, or 2, you can caulk the wagon and float across. 3, you can take a ferry across the river. 4, wait to see if conditions improve, or 5, get more information. Well, we have extra money. That's kind of why I didn't spend all of it on supplies. So I might as well take the ferry. That's the safest option, because attempting to ford the river, you have to calculate how deep the river is, Caulking the wagon and floating it like a boat can be dangerous, especially if you have a lot of gear. I don't remember what all the variables the game calculates, though, so we're going to just use capitalism and get across. The ferry operator says he will charge you $5 and you'll have to wait 5 days. Are you willing to do this? Well, sure. Why not? A sip of tea, and we'll see if we make it. Alrighty, the ferry got your party and wagon safely across. Yay. From the Kansas River crossing, it is 82 miles to the Big Blue River crossing. And it is April 11th, 1848. The weather is warm, the health is good. We've got 1,300 pounds of food. Alrighty, on the trail again. You are now at the Big Blue River crossing. Would you like to look around? Yes, I would like to look around. Alrighty. Big Blue River crossing, April 14th. Let's see if anyone wants to trade with us. Meet another immigrant who wants 2 wagon tongues. He will trade you 1 wagon axle. No, that's a horrible deal. I only have 2. I'm not going to trade them both away so that I can get another axle. I'd rather have brought 3 axles than do that trade. Alrighty. Well, might as well continue. You must cross the river in order to continue. The river at this point is currently 232 feet across and 2.7 feet deep in the middle. So, that's not too deep. I think the wagon is big enough. We're going to attempt to ford it. And this must be what it's like to roll the dice. Your supplies got wet. Lose 1 day. I mean, that's not great, but I didn't lose anything or anyone. Alrighty, from the Big Blue River crossing, it is 118 miles to Fort Kearney. Okay, supplies are doing good. No. Oh, so a little bit about the desk names. Kind of a funny story behind that is last year I barcoded all my desks. I put barcodes on them, and I have a barcode scanner that allows me to kind of scan the desks. I developed it originally for attendance, though students find it quite amusing. Fort Kearney. Fort Kearney on April 20th, 1848. The weather is cold, the health is fair, the pace is generous, and the rations are meager. Let's see, let's talk to somebody. Fort Kearney Scout tells you, the game is still plentiful along here, but getting harder to find. With so many overlanders, I don't expect it to last more than a few years. Folks shoot the game for sports and take a small piece, and let the rest rot in the sun. I acquired an accent on that one. It is true. One of the problems that we ran into, well, it wasn't a problem. They intentionally did it. But hunting bison was very popular in this time period. Sometimes just for the tongue. They'd cut out the tongue and leave the 2,000 plus pound animal dead on the trail out there. Mainly the railroad companies did that, but still, there's a reason why a lot of animals were almost driven to extinction in this time period. Anyways, talking about the desks. Let's see. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's see about... Oh, I could buy supplies. Let's see what we can buy. Oh, wow. The cost of things goes up. Well, let's spend Let's get 100. Well, no. I just want to spend some money. Let's buy 16 pounds. That's practically nothing in this game, but no. So anyways, with the desk numbers, so I barcoded all the desks, and one of the funny things that happened when I first barcoded the desks is one of the students, he was a bit of a joker, said, "Oh, this is kind of dehumanizing, and this is kind of weird." And I said, I told him, "Desk 17, we're trying to work right now. If you could please stay on task." Dehumanizing much? Yes, but had a laugh at that one.